Hey guys and gals, this is Alex with Legendary Apartment Brokers here in Kansas City. Today is Monday, April 21st. This is the KC Multifamily Minute. Let's get right into it. Every single week we have stats for you. What do we got new? How many are active out there on the market for you to take a look at? If you're a real estate investor in the Kansas City market with a 1031 exchange or an active real estate investor, what do you want to look at? Well, you got to look at all the new opportunities and then make sure you listen to this podcast every single week. Watch this podcast every single week so you can see my 2 seconds of what location it's in. Is it class A, B, C, D, or worse? And how it might fit in for your 1031 exchange, okay? So this week there are actually 63 properties out there on the MLS that are $500,000 plus and built before 2020. I don't have an exact count in front of me, but that looks like a dang close to a record. 44 of those, or at least a record as far as I've been doing this podcast, 44 of those are available, 19 under contract. That 15 to 20 under contract is pretty consistent. Over 60 available that are built before 2020 is new to me, which means you've got a lot to look at, which means if you follow this podcast, you know there's a lot of good deals out there for various and different reasons. I see and hear a lot of investors that maybe have a little bit of more recency bias. I'm not sure the exact word, but basically look at it and go, well, I can't get a bank to look at it. Well, I can't get insurance to look at it. Well, my advice to you is let's find a new bank. Let's find a new insurance company because there are deals getting done. The smart ones are buying and buying correctly. And I know it's hard to know, well, what's a good deal? There's so many out there. Well, talk to me. We can start whittling that down to what might be a great fit for you if you're not a state investor or an in-state investor. All right, so that's the MLS. Over on LoopNet, I'll click over there for a second for YouTube viewers. There's 2 new listings out there, and there's 45 that are out there that are multifamily. 41 of those are available, so 4 under contract over there. That's a lot. 40 plus on LoopNet that are $500,000. Well, actually just anything. Most of those are $1 million plus, but $500,000 plus. Good amount to look at. And there's 2 new ones here to look at on LoopNet. Over here on the MLS, I click back over here to the MLS, which is legendarypowerbrokers.com, uses the MLS. It shows there's 4 here. Really, there's none. I mean, there's 2 duplexes that are listed here. One is in Kansas City, Kansas, large duplex, double-sided garage for each side. And then another one is also a double-sided garage for each side in Gardner, Kansas. I'm not going to spend any time talking about those unless you love duplexes. Reach out. We can talk about maybe how that might be a fit for you, but those are a little bit outside of really kind of what we're looking at, which is a great replacement properties for you, or if you're an active 1031 exchange investor. I'm not saying those others are overpriced, but they might be perfect for owner-occupants who love those micro locations, okay? So the other 2 we have on here, one is, I didn't even talk about it last time because it's not really a duplex. It's $850,000 in Platte City, Missouri. Looks like a large farmstead. This other one here is 4 duplexes on Bannister Road. That's actually my listing. So I've got 4 duplexes here, exclusive listing for a seller. They need work. There's 3 of them that are vacant. 5 of them are vacant. 3 of them are occupied. Very classic location. If you've been an investor in Kansas City, you know where this is at. This is 809 Bannister Road. Podcast listeners, I'm going to zoom in here. I'm zooming into Bannister Road and 435. Essentially, it's Bannister Road and Holmes is where this is located. So you know by the Hormel or not Hormel. What is it? Honeywell plant. Federal complex, etc., all down here at about 90-something and Bannister Road and Holmes, okay? Very classic duplex. It's a 2-story townhouse style. These are a little bit different. They're parking in the rear. He's asking about $195 per building, so 90-some thousand per unit. Needs work. Go in here, gut remodel, do whatever you need to do to get rents up to, my estimation, $1,050, $1,100, $1,150. Depends on how well you do it. Again, you got private parking in the back, so a little bit unique for you there. Thumbing through some pictures, you can see it's vacant. Let's put an offer in it. Let's see if we can get these sold. Okay, looking for value add, looking for duplexes. You can piece these off, make them nice, make an offer, and let's see what he says. Okay? All right, zooming back out. Again, there's nothing else new on the MLS. I'm not going to waste any more time. I guess I'll talk real quick. So that's actually a Class C location. I'd say 20 years ago, 25 years ago, it might have been a D location. Now it's C, C plus even. Continues to get better and better as the urban core spreads south. It is west of Troost by a block or so. So it's a nice little spot, becoming better and better economically. Rents are raising. So again, I'd say C plus location type of deal there. Now, 1031 exchange. Again, if you're active, you need to buy something, 800,000 or less. I think it could be a good fit for you. Now, again, I represent the seller, but I put an offer in on it and see what he says. Okay. All right. So that's everything there on the MLS. Let's pop over to LoopNet here. And we talk about the two new listings. There's two new listings in the Kansas City Metro that are multifamily. One I'm very familiar with. This one over here, podcast is Bonner Springs. Bonner Springs is probably a Class A or B location, depending on block by block and how you feel about it. But it's a nice suburb of Kansas City, Kansas, in Wyandotte County. This happens to be 30 units for $2.28 million. A great pocket here, very quiet. 1978 construction for part of it, 1985 construction for the other part of it. A lot of 2 bedrooms. So 22 bedrooms and 10 one-bedrooms. I really like this deal here. If you want to talk about it more, let's reach out and see if we can get a deal done, okay? All right, so that's the Kansas City, Kansas, I guess it's Bonner Springs property. Next up is, excuse me here. I guess I could talk a little bit. Sorry, I forgot. That's actually, I think I did say that. It's a Class A or B location. Great for 1031 exchange. You've got that $2 million range, $3 million, $2.3 million range, something in that range. Perfect fit for you there. Even if you're an active real estate investor, you want to grow your portfolio here on the west side of the metro. Maybe you were priced out of Johnson County, but you still like Kansas. Great opportunity for you. So let's take a look at that. All right, so the other new opportunity is a property in Independence. It's 7 units for $1.25 million. Coventry townhouses. Independence is hit or miss. Could be A, B, C, or D. Mostly C and B locations here. This is off of I-70 and 470 here, just west. Probably more like a Class B location, depending on how you feel about Independence. 7 units for $1.25 million. They're townhouse style, so they're bigger and probably have more, separated owner expenses, etc. So your costs are going to be low on that. So I give you my opinion there. If you've got maybe $1.3 million for your 1031 exchange, could be a good fit if you're okay with Independence. You like these townhouse style units. It is maybe on the higher priced end as far as townhouse style and Independence goes, but they do have garages, so it could be an interesting fit there. We run the numbers, take a look at the fixtures and the finishes, see how that works out for you. Hit me up. Okay, so I don't want to waste any more of your time. This is Alex Olson. Today is Monday, April 21st. You know how to reach me, Alex at legendaryapartmentbrokers.com. We'll talk soon.